car, and you probably don't even know what it is, so I'll explain it to you. So remember how I said in the last Senator video that I had no cars in the pipeline, no idea what I wanted to get? Well, maybe I lied a little bit. And by the way, that is a very nice Vertex Edition Aristo I'm driving next to. Anyway, maybe that's a hint. I'm on the way to look at a car. It is Sunday afternoon. I'm trying to get there before it gets dark because it is absolutely pointless looking at a car in the dark. I've got money on me, I've got transfer papers on me, and I'm a keen buyer. So join me as we go look at this potential new to me car. Now we're coming up to the house now. I wanted to sort of get my reaction of seeing this car out in the street because it actually looks like a really, really cool and clean car from the photos, but I can see the back of it. Oh, he's standing at the front. I'm gonna have to pull up short. Sorry guys. So, I am currently driving home in. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe put your comments in. I bought another car, of course. It was better than expected, so jumped on it, agreed on a price, and driving it home right now. Left my car there, I'll go get it tomorrow. The wife's car, actually. And we will discuss what the hell I've bought now. So this beautiful piece of machinery is my new to me Toyota Crown. So 1999 1JZ turbo automatic. Now you may be thinking, what the hell? Now my plan all along, once the Senator left my possession, was to start hunting for a JZX 100. I have always wanted a JZX 100 Mark II. The 1JZ indestructible engine, Mark II, the best front and rear of the JZX models, in my opinion anyway. And I've always loved them. The unfortunate thing is, once the car sold, actually when I was still overseas in Japan, I was looking for them because we saw them everywhere, so I got really, really G'd up. But once I started looking, I thought, when the hell did the prices of these get so expensive? So for a factory manual or even a manual swapped JZX with very, very basic mods, like maybe some coilovers and an exhaust, are $40,000. And I'm talking things with big Ks or rough body, anything like that. I even thought about going down the route of importing one, but it's just as expensive, if not more. They're actually cheaper here. So I decided, how can I get into this chassis without paying the big dollars for one? The answer was, it was either going to be a Crown or a Verossa. Now, I'm a sucker for big sedans. I always loved big four-door sedans, especially Japanese ones from the 90s, the best cars ever. A Verossa is pretty much impossible to find in Australia. I'm a big sucker again for like the ugly duckling or the left field car that sort of, you know, no one else has. That's why I really like the Safiro and a few other sort of left field cars that I've had along the years. I like to sort of stand out a little bit. And another thing I love is two-tone. So Verossa was sort of out of the question, and I started looking at Crowns. I do love the shape of Crowns. I actually saw one at Tomei while we were in Japan that really, really got me over the edge. I'll put a picture here. I loved this thing. I'm like, all right, a Crown is a very, very good option because you can buy a stock standard one. Now, I could be wrong here with my Crown facts. So if you're a Crown person, don't get angry, I'm very new to the chassis. Crowns never came manual. So if there's ever a manual Crown, they're swapped, or you just got to buy an auto one and do it yourself. So I was happy with that. I'm happy to manual swap a car. You know, no problems at all. It's actually good buying something stock and auto, you know, it's sort of never been thrashed, but then you got to mod it, so it's sort of a, I don't know, you got to weigh up your options there. But so I was looking at standard two-tone auto Crowns. Just going to stop in the middle here because I've got very few places that I can go and do videos and sort of not be bugged. You know, there's not going to be any cars coming or anything like that in my area. And this is one of the spots. It's like out in the middle of nowhere. It's like a road that just goes to nothing. The freeway's there. But what the hell is going on? There's 1, 2, 3 cars scattered on the side of the road down here. And I reckon they're all down here dumping rubbish. I'm witnessing crimes right now. But what are the chances? Anyway, So back to the crowns. I started looking at crowns. So a really nice two-tone crown, like completely standard, they're sort of scattered anywhere from 20 to 25 grand for like a really nice one, which, you know, $15,000 less than an average JZX. So I was happy to go down that route. Started looking. Look, you know, when you go buy a car, you sort of need to get excited about it, and there is definitely, I can honestly say, nothing exciting about a stock crown when you look at one. I'm going to put a one here. Very, not the prettiest car, very grandpa, boring looking thing. But then I stumbled across this car, which I ended up buying, that as soon as I saw it, oh, I fell in love with it. Look, it was at the top end price-wise, but once I show you the money that has been put into this, I'm actually saving myself big time. And this is it. So body-wise, completely stock. So factory two-tone. All it's got on the outside is some factory weather shields. Again, I don't know about these cars, but I believe this is off another model. It's a factory thing, it's rubber. I might get that repainted because I don't know if it's going to show, the white is a little bit off. It's more yellow, where this is more blue with the pearl. This is pearl white over champagne, by the way. And it's got this, if someone can tell me, I think this is like an old Toyota thing. I don't know, but I don't like the badge. So it's gone. I'm going to put a factory one back on. I love the fact that it's got the factory dealer sticker still. It's very weathered, but it's still there, so it's staying. It's got factory glass, which you know I love. This I absolutely love. Factory windscreen, very cool. But yeah, body wise, completely stock, absolutely stock, and in very good condition. I'm talking a 9.5 out of 10, and the only things I can pick are this, this, and this tiny little thing. Apart from that, the paint is absolutely amazing. There's not a single dent on this car. Not a single panel has been painted. The bonnet's been off, I can tell, at some point, but from what I can tell, it hasn't been painted. So why the bonnet's been off, I got no idea. Interior wise, I didn't know this when I was looking at crowns, but I'm like, I gotta find one with the darker interior. What I didn't know is every two-tone crown has the tan interior. So if you find a two-tone car, it's either been painted two-tone or the interior has been changed if it's got a dark interior. So lots of wood grain everywhere, but everything factory in here apart from stereo and the screen. So this has like reverse camera, Apple CarPlay, everything like that. Oh, and it's got a Nardi wood grain shifter, auto obviously. And the only other thing, boost, oil temp, oil pressure. Now you might be thinking, why the hell does this Grandpa Mobile have gauges inside it? We will get to that, I promise. Now, what I like to do when I do these videos of when I buy a new car is I don't touch it. So this is how I've picked it up. I haven't washed it, I haven't vacuumed it, I haven't pulled a single thing out of it. So everything that's in here is what came in the car. Even this little dude here, which I don't know if he's gonna stay or not. Now I've been really hanging to do this video because in here, and oh my god, in here are all receipts for work to this car, which I really want to go through, because once I show you the next thing, you'll understand why there's a lot of receipts, but it's a stock looking car. But huge back seat and absolutely mint condition factory Toyota Crown mats, which I love. The only things I can pick so far, look, I picked this car up and drove it home and I haven't looked at it until right this second, until I'm doing this video. The only things I can pick, that is either missing a cap or it's a non-factory screw, which stands out like dog's balls. I hate that thing. What else did I find when I was looking at the car? So So back, absolutely mint. It's even got grab handles for your passengers. It's got a really good stereo, like this thing absolutely pumps. This I picked as well. That trim there has a little bit of a broken bit to it, so if I could get another lower B pillar trim, that would be amazing. Apart from that, absolutely immaculate in here, just needs a good clean. It even smells nice. Nothing better than when you get a new car anyway, and it smells nice, doesn't smell like absolute shit. You know, factory steering wheel, everything like that. It's got low Ks, 120,000 Ks. Tinted windows. Now, I preach about how I hate tinted windows on modified cars, but I feel like this car sort of needs the tint. So I reckon it's gonna stay. Now, boot-wise, this boot is ridiculously big. I could easily fit 3 of me in there, no problems. Again, whole heap of receipts, spare just crap, like there's wiring looms, joiners, throttle body, some control module, filter, oil filter, rags. But under here, factory toolkit and spare, everything where it should be, which I love. Quarters never been painted, boot never been off, so everything fine and dandy back here. If you look under here, a nice stainless exhaust system, which we'll get to the best part about this car now, which is under here. So these come factory 1JZ. They came in NA version and turbo version, which this has. Factory turbo auto, this car, but it has a whole list of bolt-ons. Like, I'm talking big list, which I will show you when I get home, because I have the receipts for everything. Actually, all these receipts we'll go through together and have a look and see how much has been spent on this thing. I know, which is what really got me over the line with buying this car, and it will probably blow your mind. But under here, lots of Golby's parts. So it's got a Plasma Man front mount intercooler with the Golby's piping kit. It's got a Golby's transmission cooler, Phoenix radiator. It's got a new water pump, timing belt, everything. It's got Golby's intake kit, HKS super sequential blow-off valve, Cusco strut brace. It's even been converted to drive-by-wire. It has a Haltech Elite 2500 with wideband. That's like $4,000 or so there with the loom. It's got Calford 260 cams, 1000cc injectors, rail, and this car runs on E85, or it runs on flex, so you can just put whatever you want in it and it will adjust itself to suit. The best thing is, down in here where you can't even see, there is a Garrett G30 660 with an external wastegate plumb back into the exhaust, which I'm actually pretty happy with that, because it will be easy to get it through a roadie. And the car makes 330 kilowatt, believe it or not, which we're talking mid 400s horsepower wise to the wheels. If you're talking engine, that's got to be pushing 500 horsepower. So stock motor, unopened, like no head gasket, no nothing. It's had new lifters and stuff when the cams were done, and it drives absolutely amazing. Like super punchy, really quick. And I've been told these autos are actually pretty good. So look, the plan is to manual convert it, but for now, I'm happy to drive it around auto. It is absolutely grouse. It flies, this thing. Aircon, power steering, everything works as it should. Another big dollar item that I am pumped that it has, it's got a full set of shock works. There's another $3,000 or so there. I know this turbo kit from Golby's is definitely not cheap. The only thing, look, body wise, love it. Interior, love it. Engine bay, not so much. It's got a lot of blue. All this stuff's got to go. I don't even know if I like the silver piping. That may go. Stuff like this. It's even got, you're not going to see it, but this is, you might be able to see it, the glow. There's a LED light under here. I don't know. I don't like all that stuff. Even all this, I'm spewing about this. All the factory bolts have been taken out and replaced with all these, just everywhere. So I'm hoping I can find that stuff in the car somewhere, because there's a whole heap of bolts and stuff in a box in the boot, which you saw. So hopefully all that stuff is in there and I can put it all back. Now here, I had never even seen these wheels before. So these are SSR TF1s and they're 18x9 plus 16, so a really, really cool size. The previous owner bought these wheels brand new and I'm actually spewing because he's managed to really, really lightly gutter 1, 2, 3, surprisingly not the 4th. So 1 came out unscathed, but because it's really, really light damage, you should be able to file and sand it out and you'll never notice. I'm also wrapped that he's happy to spend good money on tires, so it's got Bridgestones on it in 235/40. Also behind here, these are cool too, SSR valve caps, but it's got brand new pads, rotors, braided brake lines. And also in the back, which I'm pumped to get this car on the hoist because he said it is super clean underneath, but I'll be the judge of that. But a common thing with all these big Toyota sedans like JZXs, Crestas, you know, like all that crap, all these Crowns, Verossas, oh, I don't know if Verossas ever fits in them, but they're doing the like FT86 diff, which this has with 4 1s. Look, with the auto, it's not the best. Look, it revs pretty high on the freeway. It sits at like over 3 grand in top gear, unless there's some overdrive button that I have not clicked and I can't see it, but yeah, it sits pretty high on the freeway, but I'll address that later, or you know, just put up with it, do 90 on the freeway or whatever. It's also got a couple of arms, like as in suspension wise, like upper control arms I think in the front, and I think something in the back, but we'll have to have a look when it's up on the hoist. Apparently it's got sway bars as well, I don't know, and a whole heap of bushes replaced. Once it's up on the hoist, I'll be able to actually go over it properly, look, you know, what needs to be replaced suspension wise, and I'm happy to do that. I just want this thing to drive perfect. But yeah, what do you guys think of this car? I fucking love it, I'll be honest. Whenever people come, I always stop because I feel embarrassed, but this guy's just going for a walk. And because I got the bonnet up, he's like, "You right, mate? You need a hand? You need to push somewhere, or you need gas or something like that?" "Ah, it's all good, mate." I didn't want to say, "Ah, all good, I'm just filming a YouTube video like an idiot." But good people in this area. So thanks, mate, if you see this. But yeah, as I've said previously, look, a lot of people say, "Oh, you're all over the joint with your cars. One minute you got a Ford, one minute you got a Japanese car, one minute you got a Volkswagen, then you got this, you got a turbo, you got a V8, you got a front wheel drive, you got an all wheel drive." The way I see it, every time I sell a car, I see it as an opportunity to buy something that I've never had before and experience different cars. Most people are into one genre, like you're either into Aussie V8s, or you're into Japanese sports cars, or you're into European front wheel drives, you know, stuff like that, or you're into classic whatever. I'm just into cars. So every time I sell a car, 9 times out of 10, I don't have anything in mind that I want to buy, and I'll just scour the net every day, morning and night, waiting for something that just clicks and says to me, "I just want to own that." And that's what this car did. So you'll never know what I'm going to buy next. I am 100% all over the place with cars, but I love it because I've owned so many different cars in my life. I've had rotary 4-cylinder, V6, straight 6, V8, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, all wheel drive, manual, auto, Australian, Japanese, European, you name it, and I've, you know, had something like that. And don't worry, I'm working my way up to the V10, V12 stuff. I'll get there eventually. But yeah, I absolutely love this car. So again, let me know what you think of this clunker. And I'm excited to, of course, the first thing we do is clean it up. Needs a good wash, needs a couple of things changed, just looks wise in here, that are absolutely cooking me. And just drive it, you know? Maybe race it. I kind of want to take it to Calder and see what it'll run with the auto, because it doesn't like fry the tires, nothing. It just squats and absolutely hooks and goes. It's a really, really quick car. Anyway, we will go home, back to the garage, go through some receipts and sort of look what the last owner spent on this thing, because it's an outrageous amount of money that makes me feel like, even though I paid top dollar for this car, I got a good deal because of what was spent on it. So just let me have that one. This is a first for me. I gotta one pit stop before we get home so I can go show my mum. My mum is a big carie, so every time I buy a new car I always take it to show her, just to see how much of a disappointment her son is with buying another car.